copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Welcome back to Daytona on a spectacular night. The Pepsi 400 has been a part of Racing Americana for 45 years, and it just continues to grow and get bigger and bigger. Michael Waltrip going for his third straight win at this track out front. We've been waiting since Homestead in November to do this, so it's time to take you through the field, and we'll start with the 15 car. Let's go down pit road and get that report from Marty Snyder.
Michael Waltrip is glad to finally be out front, Bill. He struggled to get to the front and hasn't had his teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. pushing him there all night long. You're not saying much about the car right now, pitting on lap 79, Dave.
Jimmy Johnson's crew gave him 4 tires and made an adjustment to fix a little bit tight condition when he was in last time. Now, even though he's running second, the car is skatey. We got a spin on the track with Dave Blaney.
Off turn 2. Looks to be a one-car incident, and the caution flag is out for the first time in the race. Dave Blaney was running in 26th place at the time of his spin.
And it doesn't look like there's any damage to the car.
If he stays out of the grass, he's got a left front flat. That probably happened every other tire's locked. Way up there high, you can see him way up high. Got a little help, it looks like.
Yes, he did. A little nudge in the left rear from...
Tell who that was. Roof flaps are up, though. That kept that car down on the ground.
And there's the pavement we were talking about. All right, let's go back and look at some of this wildness a moment ago off turn 4.
Robbie went up the racetrack.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see? Oh, my goodness. 3 or 4 cars completely sideways.
Trouble off turn 2. Is this the big wreck?
Sure is.
Robbie Gordon, Steve Park.
See Ricky Craven.
Is that Kurt Busch?
Kurt Busch sitting sideways across the track through the smoke. I'll tell you what, could have been a lot more cars involved. And the field comes back to the caution flag. The race slowed for a second time.
Well, it was right there around 6th, 7th spot. Elliott was in 4th.
Tough break for Steve Park. He really needed a good run tonight.
They have.
Yeah, that was Mike Wallace involved.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Uh-oh, we got somebody spinning down there.
Steve
Right
Park.
in front of Robbie. Is that Steve? No.
That's Kurt
Busch. And look at that. I mean, these guys can't even see where they're going.
Oh, that's a hard
of
shot.
Guys got caught up in that deal, and a lot of it just, there's nowhere to go.
Look at Terry Labonte come through, right through the smoke.
Biffle goes between 2 cars. For Steve Park. Cars just spin up directly in front of him.
What was that?
Behind Greg Biffle for the race lead. 5 laps to go at Daytona.
Now we'll see some air driving.
Bobby Labonte, the 2000 NASCAR Winston Cup champion, driving for Coach Joe Gibbs, has had tremendous struggles in these races at Daytona and Talladega this year.
Here comes Matt.
Kenseth is waving to the car behind him. He's got to go make a pit stop, telling Elliott Sadler. Matt, what are they saying? What's Randy Gosnell's guy saying?
Something just flew off the 31 car, Benny, coming down the front straightaway. They also told the 16 of Biffle that the 17 is peeled off, so Bobby Labonte won't have any help. You're going to have to go it alone. Keep your eyes on that mirror.
We remain under green.
You're right.
NASCAR spotters around the racetrack, not calling in any debris. And the race stays at full speed as the championship leader pits. Meantime, Bobby Labonte looking outside. No help.
No help. That's the problem Bobby's got right now. He doesn't have anybody to help push him by Biffle.
Elliott Sadler has dropped off that lead group. What about Tony Stewart? He's Bobby Labonte's teammate, the first car in that line.
Well, Tony, if maybe Tony moved up the racetrack, he might be able to help Bobby, but the problem is if he does that, he'll lose the position of Ryan Newman.
experience versus inexperience here. Bobby's been in so many of these races. Greg is not. Can Bobby force him into a mistake?
Got to be worth something, that experience. That time he moved high up in 3 and 4. Biffle, again, mirror driving, moved up to block that move.
Less than 3 laps to go. Whatever Biffle slides up a little bit.
Whatever Biffle does, Bobby will do the opposite. And I think you're right. He could force him into, if he makes him run down low, then he'll try to shoot up on the outside and get beside him. If he does that, then I think Tony will move up the racetrack or down the racetrack to help the 18-car draft by.
But we're not going to see anything like Tony Stewart sliding up front and back behind Bobby and trying to push him around in this last lap or two.
I'd have done it by now if he was going to do it.
Coming down. Just a couple to go.
But I think Tony will start moving around the racetrack a little bit.
Greg Biffle came up the ladder the NASCAR way. Started racing at the local NASCAR sanctioned tracks. Went to the regional touring series in the Northwest and Southwest. Then became the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion after hooking up with Jack Roush. On to the NASCAR Busch Series champion there 1 year ago.
And if the caution flag should come out now, the race is over. They will not red flag this race with less than 5 laps to go.
Matt, what about Biffle?
The guy calling the race from the spotter stand for Greg Biffle is Joel Edmonds, who last night was calling the race for Michael Waltrip. They came home second. He's telling him, keep it on the bottom. The 18 will try you high, but just keep it on the bottom. He has no help.
Ward Burton is on pit road out of gas. White flag is in the air. Final lap. Are we seeing a rookie breakthrough at the biggest track of all? Or can Bobby Labonte get a run and Labonte slow down? Is Labonte out of gas?
He's out of fuel.
Labonte's come up dry.
It's definitely out of fuel.
Now Biffle can try and breathe it and make sure he has enough because it's a long way back to Jeff Burton. 3 seconds. What an upset this is going to be. Final corner for Greg Biffle. There'll be a celebration in the Pacific Northwest tonight. There's his girlfriend Nicole. For Jack Roush, Greg Biffle is going to score a win at Daytona in just his 23rd NASCAR Winston Cup start. Greg Biffle wins the Pepsi 400.
And Roush comes 1-2, and Ricky Rudd comes in third. Another car close with close Jack Roush ties. All right, guys, congratulations to you.
Awesome job, guys. Way to go.
Randy Goss, the crew chief's voice there.
The voice of reason.
Call him Radar. Looks a little bit like the actor that played the Radar character in the old MASH series. How about Greg Biffle? First time winner this season. Just his 23rd Winston Cup start. He's a winner at Daytona. Huge.
Long way from Vancouver, Washington.
Bobby Labonte coasted all the way across the start-finish line to finish 5th. So that won't cost him many championship points. Remember, he's one of the players for the title coming into the race. And despite the fact that it was Chevrolets that did most of the leading all night, Matt,
Copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a presentation of TNT Sports.